Yeah.
Tyson.
That was a surprise for me, man.
I'm with you. This should be
that was the
time
surprise
he's
for me,
coming
man.
in. He's feeling the best,
Yeah.
especially with him missing basically all of last season.
Yeah, dude.
And apparently it's from
It's
overtraining.
recent. Yeah, this
knee
is
swell.
recent. Yeah.
He's a big dude. He's like 35.
And I told you,
this one's got me a little concerned, actually.
Yeah, and I told you, I had literally just saw him, was it a week ago, when we were working our football camp over at West State, man, and it was dope.
I think he was at the softball thing. I think he was.
I low-key thought he was there, too. I wasn't there, but I saw the pictures. I thought he was out there. He definitely was at the camp, though, with me. And, yeah, talk with him, everything was good, looked good. Now that I think about it, I did see something that would make sense, though.
Did you see a limp?
No. He had a leg sleeve on. And we were it was a specific type of leg sleeve, which is designed for inflammation. And when I looked at it, and I was like, all right, yeah, I mean, we wearing whatever, like maybe you're traveling. I'm thinking like he probably was traveling back into town. So you want to manage the inflammation, especially when you're getting older and you're a bigger guy, the flights and stuff like that. I get it. But now seeing this report a couple days later, it's like, oh, this was a little bit more significant than what I had initially thought it was. But yeah, this is, I look at this as a pro and a con. The con definitely is, man, what's up with Tyson, right? Because this is opposite leg. It's not the same leg as the ankle from a year ago that kept him out for the large portion of the season. That's fine. That's healed up. But this is something new. But when you're talking about a knee, when you're talking about inflammation, and at this point in the season, this typically doesn't just go away. This is simply something that you're going to deal with every couple of weeks. Every couple of weeks, you either got to drain the knee. Every couple of weeks, you're either going to want to have to figure out ways to manage that swelling and stuff like that. So you could see potentially when the season starts where he won't be always a full participant on those Wednesdays and Thursdays, you know? Whereas typically Tyson wasn't a give multiple days off a week. You know, he was one of those consistent practice type of guys. But if this is what he's dealing with already, it may look a little bit more like how I think of Ramon Foster, for example. I know later in his career, because he was a big guy, he would deal with knee stuff as well, which is he's talked about plenty of times. And you would watch him on the practice report, and Wednesday or Thursday would be one of his days where he wasn't going to be out there, and it's their way of taking care of him. And then when he was going to be out there, they were going to be smart with his reps because you knew, do I need Ramon? Do I need Tyson on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, or do I need him on Sunday? I need him on Sunday. So what they do is they just figure out a plan. They talk with Tyson. They talk with, D-line coach and say, this is going to be how we work with Tyson to make sure he's available for us on Sundays. So, like I said, it's a pro and a con with it, but I don't hate it. The thing that I do like is this, though. Montravius Adams, you're going to get a lot more reps now. You're going to get a chance to see what you can do. DeMarvin Leal, you're going to get a chance to see what you can do a little bit more. A lot of these guys in the interior part of this D-line, guys that we said, man, hey,
they got talent.
We got a ton of dudes in here, but where are the reps going to come? Well, now with Tyson not being available, Tyson has his job. He's secure. But these other guys, you talk about a Henry Mondu. You talk about a Carlos Davis. You talk about a Khalil Davis. Well, now instead of you maybe only getting 3 reps today, you might mess around and get 10 reps today because Tyson isn't available to you. So you got to make the most of that. You got to take full-on advantage of that. And a similar thing could be said at the safety position. If you're DeMonte Kazi, if you are Trey Norwood, if you're Carl Joseph, if you're any of those dudes that's going to get a chance to align next to Edmonds because it's no Minka, oh my God, you better be pumped about it. And if you're Edmonds, this is a huge opportunity for you because we've seen what you look like with Minka. And man, everybody look good when you fighting with Batman. Robin looked like a son of a gun with Batman. Batgirl like a son of a gun with Batman. But you put them by themselves, it's like, it ain't hitting the same. We know what Edmonds looks like with Minka. Edmonds, how good are you when there was no Minka next to you now? I want to see what that looks like. Can you show that you're worth this money that you're seeking? Because that is a difference. If you can go out there and show while there's no Minka that you could be a leader, that you can go out there and play silent and silent, you can create splash plays even in a practice setting. Well, hey, now when, the offseason hits with the Steelers, you might be a little bit more prone to, do a long-term deal with them now. But because you would have seen it. And that's the part where it's like, man, these are some opportunities that are being presented right here for these dudes, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Percent chance this Alualu thing is anything like Banner and Tuitt last year.
Say that. You just the Alualu part, not Minka, right?
Yeah, just Tyson.
Just Tyson. I don't think it'd be to that extent. Mainly because, number one, there was no surgery involved. And from what it sounds like, it's more inflammation than anything. And that does happen when you overtrain because you do got to allow your body time to rest. Tyson is just Tyson. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I just think, man, for me, like for Tyson, I think he'll be all right. I don't think it's going to be this thing where we're like, yo, is he even dressing? Is he available? Or he's looking like how at times Devin looked. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's going to be like that personally.
The only way I could see it is if Liao or one of these dudes, Montravius, is just like absolutely balling out.
Yeah.
And then we don't feel like we need Alualu as much. Like his spot is basically lost because that's what happened with Banner, I thought. He was the starting right tackle the whole offseason, and then he gets in the preseason game, looks fine. But then I guess something happened again before the regular season started with his knee, right?
Yeah.
There was another flare-up or something. And then he just never really got his jaw back. Because right now, I think, I'm with you. I don't care about Tyson practicing, any of that. He's good for 30, 40% of the snaps at that nose tackle position, probably on first and second down for the most part.
Absolutely.
That's when we need him. And he's been really good at that with the Steelers. He's had like this second emergence of his career. So I'm kind of with you. And then like the Tua thing was something else too, where we're talking about like, all right, is his love for football still there because of what happened tragically with his brother? Yeah. He was injured though too. Or like, I don't think we have any sense that Alualu's like that at all.
And listen, like I said, for a fact, I just seen Tyson a week ago. Tyson is ready to go. Okay. It's not a situation where you're asking, is he about to retire? Is he not committed? Is he not excited about playing? Is he not chomping at the bit? He wants to get back out there. He, just like me, understands when you're older in football years, not in real life, 34, 35 in real life isn't old. But in football years, that's considered old. He knows, man, you can't sit out a year. You can't miss long periods of time at that age because they're already looking to replace you, and that just justifies why they're going to replace you. So he understands that. He doesn't want to be sick.
So he doesn't want this Liao type of situation that I'm talking about.
Trust me, he doesn't want that at all. Not at all. And that's the part for me where it's like, Tyson's going to be all right. I just think this is one of those things where, like we talked about, man, is having Tyson out there day one of training camp practice more important than having Tyson out there week one against Cincinnati Bengals. You know what I mean? I think like that's the approach that Coach Tomlin and the team is taking. And sometimes you have to protect the players from themselves, man. When you talk about guys overtraining during the off season, it's because we don't have somebody to protect us. We don't have somebody in our ear telling you, hey, yo, chill today. Hey, you got to take, hey, you done too much for today. Get off the field. Nah, we in our ear saying, is somebody out there getting another rep? I'm going to do 3 more reps. Is somebody out there right now that's about to work out? Again, I'm not going to eat dinner right now. I'm going to get this third workout. It's like that's what's burning in your head, and that's why you obsess over it. And that's why we talk about how guys be like, you know, it's like a culture shock for us when we done because it's like, yo, this is all you know. But that's why you need a coach at times to kind of, yo, you got to stop. You got to chill. This is a rule. You got to be off the field at this time to protect you from this type of stuff from happening, man.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll be fine.
Nah, man, but it's been dope though, man. I'm just so excited, man. We are finally having it, man.